Senior fellow for the National Security Institute, Matt Hayden, joins us now. Matt is also the former Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security for Cyber Infrastructure Risk and Resilience Policy. A perfect person to speak to on this topic. The concern here is obvious, is that China could use TikTok to spy on Americans. How so specifically, and how big of a national security threat would you consider TikTok?
Well, it's based on the public information we've gotten from the intelligence community, where they've declassified that this is a tool that can be leveraged as an intelligence tool. And that makes it a national security threat. There's a lot of conversations around privacy, around a lot of content. This is not it. This is a national security conversation about having an adversary leveraging an intelligence tool in our midst.
Okay, I want to really boil this conversation down into human terms if folks can get in their living room. Leveraging an intelligence tool. Okay, let's talk real talk, like we're sitting at a Starbucks. What does that mean? If I am Julie, the 16-year-old that likes to put my dance videos on the thing or whatever, or a business person selling whatever the hell they're selling, China knowing what I'm posting and where I am, how does that compromise America's safety as a nation? Connect those dots, please. I'm not clear on that.
So a lot of modern apps, and again, I guess the privacy conversation, collect where you are, what else you have on your phone. The things that are on our phones are basically our digital lives. And what our adversaries choose to use those for is at their discretion, not ours, when we give them unfettered access to those devices in our pockets. Let's be very specific. When you say you posted a dance video, which I'm sure is very eloquent and hits the timing just right, the challenge there is you're saying where you're posting that video from, you're saying who is around you in that particular video, and you're also giving access to a particular set of apps and tools that are on that device that you may not be intending to share, especially not to share with adversarial governments that may be looking to target someone from an espionage perspective that's in your circle or a circle of your circles.
And so who would China look at as being ripe for espionage? Like what kind of person would China go, ooh, Molly's dancing again, maybe we could do, again, I'm following your logic here, but connect the dots even further for me. Okay, they know where I am and who I'm around. Okay, then what?
So it's actually at the aggregate level that they get more of a challenge. So the Chinese government has been attributed for taking the OPM data. That's every federal employee, every federal employee's family's contact information, everyone who has a clearance from 2015. So they are using those layers of data to build dossiers on every American that may be handy into the future. So keep in mind, they're building a repository so that if you had an individual who is doing a dance video, that person may not be of relevance today, but 5 years from now, knowing where they were, knowing where they operate, knowing what school, what workplace, what home location they're in, may be of value to those who wish you harm. And so instead of looking at definitive positives of, if I make this video, who's going to possibly want that information? It's actually in the aggregate, how are we giving people who do not want the United States to succeed tools to do so?
And ultimately, if you sign up for TikTok, and I know most people probably don't read the terms and conditions, you sign away. Like you are allowing your information to be put up at risk if that is the case here. What do you make of the argument that the government shouldn't even be involved here?
So the government's involved when it comes to foreign investment in domestic businesses. So we wouldn't let someone buy the warehouse right next to an FBI research lab. We wouldn't let anyone buy particular property next to the DoD's sensitive bases. We know that our adversaries are using our economic freedoms against us to leverage both intelligence and to kind of give us a threat of, we're in your country and you better watch out if you make a decision we don't like. And so that's part of what we're doing is the U.S. government's making sure everyone understands we've taken TikTok off all our devices. It's not available. It's not allowed on government systems right now. This is to say the American people are being leveraged against us in the same manner, and we're going to say TikTok can exist, it just can't have the hooks of a nation-state adversary using it against us.
And real quick, just in 10 seconds, do we really believe TikTok is the only app doing this? My understanding is that Facebook may be even doing it to a greater extent in terms of data collection and where that's going. This can't be just a TikTok problem. Isn't this a social media problem in general?
So there's a larger privacy conversation about all social media, but this is a unique national security problem due to the laws that China has on the books to make this particular tool an intelligence vehicle.
Senior Fellow for the National Security Institute, Matt Hayden. Really interesting and important conversation. Thank you for giving us some time, sir.
Happy.